I would bet that any person out there, male or female, who possessed at least a teensy little bit of depth and awareness would instantly, immediately, instantaneously understand why I have zero interest in crossing, mixing, whatever you want to call it, my two worlds. In a nutshell, I have no interest in men who, live in the same state as I do, who live, quote unquote, in my backyard, so to speak. Who want to chat with me or whatnot, like YouTube. This YouTube thing is just some kind of expansive dating website situation or something. It isn't, okay? It isn't. I've bared my fucking soul out on YouTube for years, okay? I had to recently reject a guy because he wanted my personal email. He wanted to know if we could talk privately because I'm pretty and he lives nearby. He lives in I don't care. Okay? Chances are I'm not gonna like him. I don't like most men. At least not, in a I want to date you kind of way. I know exactly what, but it doesn't even matter if I would like him. You understand? It doesn't matter. I'd be a fucking fool to meet any guy who, quote unquote, found me via YouTube. I have too many deeply personal videos out here, Not gonna do it. Any more than if I meet somebody via Craigslist or via whatever. Like I met that guy 5 weeks or a month ago, whatever, I fooled around a little bit. Any more than I'm gonna tell them about YouTube. And I pray that nobody, who knows me from YouTube decides to come up to me one day or something, Because being famous out on YouTube means nothing. I'm not safe. I'm not protected like I would be if I was famous in real life. I'm not, nothing. I just, this woman whose craziness, earned her some sort of internet fame. I mean, it was the building blocks, and then, it wasn't what kept people interested or kept me getting more fans. But that's not the point. The point is, being famous out on YouTube is not the same as being famous in quote-unquote real life. I have no desire to quote-unquote chat. Give someone who knows me via YouTube my personal email. Unless it's periodically been, people, men and women who lived far away from me and who were just, who caused me to want to be their friend, okay? This is a guy who just found me and thinks that I'm just going to give him my email and we're going to start chatting because he lives in Massachusetts like I do, and it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way, okay? This is my private little world. I have no desire, to start chatting with someone who lives, too close for comfort to me. And anyone with depth or awareness would instantly understand that. Why? I'm not trying to be mean. This is a situation where you men know exactly what I look like. You know everything about me. You think I'm going to meet you? No. I'm not going to meet you. I'm not even going to give you my personal email. I'm not going to start chatting with you like you found me on some fucking dating website or something. It's a completely different situation. Okay? Like I said, I pray someone doesn't, think they know me from YouTube sometime. Someone who lives in Massachusetts or something. I hope that doesn't happen. But didn't like that. I didn't like this guy being like, well, I'm from so-and-so, and you seem interesting, you're very pretty. Can we talk privately via email? No. No. I don't know what the fuck you look like. I don't know who you are, nothing. No, we can't talk privately via email. I'm not even safe doing this. I could have, sadistic serial killers plotting ways to find me or whatnot. I take my chances with this shit. It's like I'm fond of saying I'm not famous in quote real life, which means I'm not safe at all. Okay? I don't want any of you men to think you're gonna be, more than just a friend or whatever. Only way I would ever even consider meeting anyone who knew me via YouTube was if that person was able, and I knew genuinely, was somebody with power who wanted me to, and that's not going to happen. I'm just saying that's the only way I would do it. Somebody who wanted to collaborate on a song with me, or somebody who wanted to help me, do a poetry reading or of my original poetry, something like that. But for dating or for online romance or whatever, no. 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 I've had lots of guys, over the years who knew me from YouTube, try to get me involved in doing like online, sexual stuff or chatting or whatnot. I really don't even want to do that. It just leaves me cold because I want it in real life. Why do I want to do it with someone that I'm never ever going to meet? It's just, But as for all this shit or whatnot, I can be picky, I can be fussy, I can be whatever, because I do not care. You understand? I'm not desperate. I do not care. I do not care. I know exactly what I want, and I'm not settling for less, even if it means I have to be alone. I've settled too much in my life, and it wasn't worth it. I'd rather be alone. Rather be alone. So I know exactly what I want, and I'm not settling for less. And it's not Mr. Perfect, but he has to be at least as tall as me and halfway decent looking and not obese, fit. Not, athlete fit, just, not significantly overweight. But that's just the physical requirements, okay? I'm a very different kind of woman. I'm a very aware individual. My YouTube channel is not the place for politics, but what you need to know is I'm 100% aware of everything that Alex Jones stands for, okay? And if you know me at all, I think you know whose side I'm on. But that doesn't mean anything, except doesn't mean a guy has to be totally, like, agree with me on everything. But I'm not gonna be, you know, dating a cop, and I'm not gonna be dating some conservative Christian man or anything like that. You know what I mean? I'm a very different kind of woman. I know exactly what I want in a guy. At this point, I know what I want. It doesn't even mean that's what I would want long term. I'm not even thinking long term. I'm just thinking right now. Okay? Just thinking right now. I've been through too much shit over the last few years. Unbelievable trauma and living hell shit. Okay? It's a guy who I pretty much, tried to be as gentle as possible with him, saying I'm not interested in giving you my personal email and chatting privately with you just because you live in my state and think I'm quote-unquote interesting and pretty, you know. I know nothing about you, not even the bare basics, like what you look like, but it wouldn't even matter if I was attracted to you or not or whatnot, because I can't do it. Cannot cross my YouTube world with the real world. Okay? Can't do it. Not when like I said, I have internet fame, I have YouTube fame, but in real life I'm absolutely nothing. Okay? Nothing in terms of there's no protection, there's no safety, and it doesn't mean anything that I'm quote unquote famous out on the internet or out on YouTube. It doesn't mean anything, okay? It's pouring out. So that's it. The guy, you know, very nice, but so are all these men who write to me via personal ads who I have no interest in whatsoever, you know. Either because I'm just not physically attracted whatsoever, or equally as often, the profiles leave me cold, you know. I'm not looking for a boyfriend. I'm not looking for long term. I'm not looking for a relationship, okay? But neither am I looking for just one night of fun, you know? I like Tom Petty's song Breakdown, you know? It's okay if you love me, it's okay if you don't. I'm not afraid of you running away, honey. I get the feeling you won't. He's not expecting anything, is he? He's just, for the moment, just, you know, enjoying her company and whatever. I'm not normal. Like I said, I think in another video, I don't know if I said in a video or wrote it to somebody. I have no idea, actually. I feel, honestly, I'm so much in my own head that I feel the most real, I feel the most real when I am being touched by another person. I do. That, and I'm not even talking sexually touched. I'm talking even, you know, even if a guy I liked came up and was just like going like that on my arm, or, you know, kissing the back of my neck or something, or, you know what I mean? I'm so much in my own head. I always have been, and that's scary because I feel like I could just disappear at a moment's notice. Just, you know, just leave my body and be gone, poof. That's how I feel. I feel a lot of times like I'm just consciousness is encased in this body, and I'm more consciousness than body. So I think it stands to reason or makes sense that being touched by another person, you know, brings me out of that, brings me back down to earth. Okay? I think that makes sense. It's true. So true. So true. You know? But I just so happen to be encased in a body that, especially now, that I've dropped 70 pounds. There were decent looking men who found me beautifully, when I was a lot heavier. Beautiful and sexy. But anyway, I'm encased in a physical form that I have also, you know, really worked hard at making look good. You know, I'm encased in a physical form that, you know, numerous men on this planet find very desirable. But most men don't appeal to me at all. And it's not, you know, it's for non-physical reasons, you know. The physical matters, but the thing is, I was abused for so long. I was with, and just, it doesn't matter to me. I'm barely here, you know. I know firsthand it is just not fucking worth it. It's not worth it, to me anyway, to settle to be with a guy who I don't feel like being with, just so I don't have to be alone. And, you know, just not worth it. It's not worth it. I'd rather be the fuck alone. Would rather be all alone than to settle for what I don't want. The worst was when I tried to be the girlfriend of that foreigner who I'd given my virginity to at age 25, simply because I was sick of being a virgin, and he was my acting partner, and he knew I was a virgin. I probably told him, and we'd be rehearsing in his apartment, and he would talk dirty to me or whatnot, and I wasn't attracted to him, really. He was shorter than me, and I don't like that. He basically just wore me down. He was okay as a friend, but, you know, he wore me down. I was tired of being a virgin. Little did I know that this was going to be my initiation, after I waited all this time, into the most boring sex imaginable. So not only was I not attracted to him, couldn't stand that he was shorter than me, and he was shorter than even he said that he was. I'm 5'9.5". He tried to say he was 5'7", but then he'd insist that I was 5'11", when I knew damn well I wasn't. Even my hot little blonde friend, when she met him, she said, no, he's like 4 inches shorter than you. He's like 5'5", or something like that. You know, but he was able to wear me down because I was imagining all these things. Not that he had said them explicitly, but he'd said other things, and I just assumed that everybody did what I'm not going to spell out, but you can figure it out, okay? I just assumed that, you know, that there would be more than just intercourse, you know? And I actually stayed with him for a while, and I hated it. I hated it. And he wanted to do it. It was just so fucking boring, and he wanted to do it sometimes 3 times in a day. Now, there was a novelty, okay? So the novelty, you know, it was a novelty. So that at least, you know, was something, because I'd never done it before, so it was a novelty. But it was just so ridiculous. Oh my God, I hated it. Didn't like being with my first boyfriend in college either, because he made me think I was gay, because he was intimidated by me and would never just kiss me, would ask for a kiss and whatnot. He made me think I was gay, and I didn't want to kiss him, didn't want to be with him either. But my friends, you know, because I didn't have no boyfriend, hadn't had any boyfriend, you know, they're like, you know, you should, you know, you should just be with him, you know. And then I went on to be with that black guy, and he did not have any problem kissing me without asking permission. I know what it's like to be with men I don't want to be with, and to play the little role and whatnot. I'll never forget the idiot I met off of us when I was in my 20 years ago, you know, but met off a sex chat line. He was professing his love for me within 2 weeks of knowing me. I had no desire to have him as a boyfriend. Oh my God. Meets me out of a friggin' sex chat line. You know, I met him for one reason only. And he's gonna be pissed off and you know, typical, you know, because these guys who know that I don't really want to be with them and believe that I could do better if circumstances were different and whatnot and that and whatever, so they'll try to keep me down, you know. Donald did it too. I couldn't say anything good about myself without Donald saying, you're arrogant, you're full of yourself, whatever, you know. Sick of it all. Rather be alone. Rather be all alone, than to pretend and play roles and all this crap and be with like with that stupid guy I gave my virginity to. Good friend, horrible as lover. Horrible. Ugh. I've played all these roles, and now I've done. Don't care. Do not care. Rather be all alone. Rather be all alone than to just be with a guy I don't want to be with. Period. Rather be alone. Not gonna settle. Not gonna whatever. don't care if I'm being, I don't care if these men on these dating websites accuse me of being picky or fussy or whatnot. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. I want to tell you what my good friend, who I saw recently, the one I met in the shelter, the hottest shit black woman, says. She's doing the dating website crap, and what she says, and she's done it for, periodically, whatever, just like I have in the past and whatnot, but she's done it, she does it, who knows, but I want to tell you what she says in regards to the majority of the men who write to her, Same thing with me, We're not being quote-unquote picky and fussy when we want somebody halfway decent looking, Not looking for GQ models, but not looking for, I don't care. I really don't. I don't. Barely here anymore. With this YouTube stuff, more than anything else, it's been, an eco boost, but more than anything, it's just made me feel connected to the world. And that's a good thing too. Like I said, I'm too much in my own head. And that's just not good. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry I had to be a little mean to the guy who wanted to privately chat with me via my personal email. No, not interested. My YouTube channel is not a form of, personal ad or dating website or whatnot. I'm not interested. Too late. But if any of you want to know how I really feel in regards to all this crap, not you two, I'm talking about just the wonderful world of dating or whatnot, or just in terms of me and my life and the trauma and hell and whatnot I've been through for the past few years. I can't take it. I've been through too much. And the comment I posted on my own channel just earlier this evening sums it up. Sums it up. First comment out of my channel sums it all up. Where I'm at in my head right now. You want to know? Go read that one comment on my channel. And you will know. Exactly where